Well, what's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here. I wanted to apologize for coming back and then disappearing. I was on vacation for a while, where I got really run down, honestly, because I redid all of the floors basically in my mom's house, and I redid the bathroom for her, and a whole bunch of stuff. And when I got back this past Sunday, the 9th, I got hit with a just debilitating, fever, flu-like symptoms that followed into a sinus infection, and I think I'm getting over that. But that's enough about me. I'm back. And I wanted to talk to you about this really cool thing. Have you heard of this? I haven't really seen any buzz for this. It's called D&D Call to Arms, and in a weird turn of events, which is stuff that I've been talking about for a while, and it's still not the stuff that I want to happen, which is blowing my mind that this is the route they're going. Wizards of the Coast is partnering with a costuming company to release Dungeons and Dragons themed costumes for you to wear, for whether it be for your table, your trips to the Ren Fair, Halloween, whatever the case may be. They currently have 4 options listed. I think it's Cleric, Fighter, Wizard, Rogue. And yeah, it's called D&D Call to Arms. There's a social media account for it on Instagram. There's a website for it, and there's nothing on it. So let me show you this, right? So you go here to dndcalltoarms.com, and it says, level up your adventures to a whole new dimension with with customizable costuming, weapons, and armor coming spring 2023. Clearly, they missed the boat on that. It also has a subscription button. Then you see there's a little Instagram logo. You click that. It has 1 post and 19 followers. The official D&D LARP and cosplay costume and equipment line. Again, nothing here. However, if you go to, I think it's Bergschneider is how I would pronounce it. This is the company that's partnering with D&D to make the armor. So if we go ahead and look here, Wizards of the Coast officially licensed product, D&D Call to Arms. Wizard, Rogue, Fighter, Cleric. Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast collaborate with Bergschneider to present D&D Call to Arms, the official costuming line for Dungeons and Dragons. The collection features iconic styles from beloved character classes such as fighters, wizards, and monks. Monks not an option. These designs can be easily customized to fit each player's personal vision, staying true to the spirit of D&D and LARP. It's the perfect way to bring your game to a whole new level. And you can see they have the 4 options here, but you can also piecemeal purchase options. Let me go ahead and zoom this in a little bit for you. So you can see here we have bracers. So this is the cleric up first. It looks like it's going alphabetically. So with cleric bracers in blue and ice blue, we also have natural and seaweed. So we have multiple options here. We have tabards. We have, I guess, shoulder. I don't know what you would call it. They're calling it shoulders. All right. We have a fighter. We have a gorget. And then we have it in black and Bordeaux. Again, we have tunics here and multiple options as well. Now, honestly, I think some of these are reasonably priced for what you're getting. So let's go ahead and click on this tabard here, this blue and ice blue tabard here for the cleric. So, dressed to a higher purpose with the cleric tabard, it features a tube collar with contrast color facing. No reviews of any kind, and we can choose options for sizes. So, from extra small to triple XL. And it looks like they don't provide much more on this, so we don't have a lot of information, but this is pretty interesting stuff to me. So if we go on, we can see, here's our fighter. Now again, right now, at least as far as we're seeing, this is all cloth material. But I don't know, I haven't gone through it further. When you look up here, they're showing mail. So I don't know if that's an option for you, but let's keep looking. So we have our fighter. We have, a bandolier here as well. We have a vest. We have this rogue cape, which is kind of almost like a poncho, giving me poncho vibes there. We've got some sort of boot gaiters here. This is a hooded vest, which is an interesting take on it. And then we have just a regular vest. Again, a hooded vest as well. Then we have shirts. We have trousers. Then we start to roll into the wizards, where we have, they're calling it the wizard battle skirt, and then the wizard cape, and then again the wizard's robes. So again, prices vary on these. Now, I'm not a tailor, and I haven't really been a cosplayer in a very long time. So I can't really tell you the pricing of fabric nowadays. I would love it if some of you out there who are still in the cosplay scene, who do this kind of stuff, could give me an idea of whether or not these prices are reasonable. To me, they seem relatively reasonable for what you're going to get. Now, I don't know anything about Berg Schneider as a company to know about the quality and the make of these things. Now, if we do click on them, it does tell us materials. So if we click on, let's say, the Rogue hooded vest, it is 100% cotton. Okay, so, oh, the product, materials and fabrics used in Berg Schneider. Oh, because it doesn't tell you which ones these are. It tells you it could be any of these. Again, it looks nice. The stitching is nice. You know, it looks good. It looks thematic. Now, again, I don't know. There's only two options. Personally, for me, I would love it if you had multiple color selection options. That's obviously going to cost a ton of money to do, which is, I'm sure, why they don't do that. But if I could, like, click this and customize the colors I wanted. But I say they went pretty safe with the color schemes, right? We went with a blue and white, a sort of kind of beige and white, black and red is usually a safe bet, brown and black, blue and black. Safe color options. I like the wizard robes as well. I don't know what's going on with his shoulders, like, in this, kind of weird, but either way. I think it's just the hood on top of the robe, but I think the most expensive thing I've seen here is the cape for the wizard. We have this here, $104 looks to be the highest price. And again, I think there's only one pair of, like, trousers in this, which is right here, these rogue trousers. We don't really have pant options here for the cleric or the fighter. We just have tabards and tunics. So you'd obviously still need pants for that. I'm curious to see how this goes. One, have you even heard of this? Because, like I said, the website says it's coming in the spring. We obviously missed that entirely. Do you know about this? Is this something you're interested in? Now, I mentioned before that, like, this is something I've talked about. I've mentioned on a more specific instance saying, like, you know, like, I have these plastic, you know, swords up here that are from a Driz set that I got from GameStop. And, you know, I made a shield for my paladin character that's made out of foam over there. And they've done a couple of things. I think GameStop has a set of rings that you can buy that are, like, the different various magical rings. Not all of them, but a handful. And we started to see this with some companies like Beetle and Grimm doing things like making the canonical holy symbol of Ravenkind, like that design as like a physical prop that you can own. And that's kind of a Beetle and Grimm thing. They do usually include a handful of props with any of the various vaults that you might pick up from them. But I've been talking about for a long time how much money something like Wizards of the Coast could make by making magic items an option for you to get. Now, I mean, like, it's sitting down on the floor here, but, like, I mean, this is a Nerf gun Galahorn from Destiny, and I had to have this because I thought it was awesome, right? And I like whether this is a functional prop, right? This will actually launch Nerf darts, but I like props. A lot of people like the concept of props. So if you were to make, and I've been saying this for years, and I will continue to say this, holy symbols as actual things that people can buy. Now, they don't have to be jewelry made out of precious metals like silver, gold, or have gemstones in them. People would probably spend the money for those, but even if you made me a resin or an acrylic symbol of Mieliki or a coin of Timora, you could put it in a set of 4 or 5 that people have to buy, and then they could go in on it with people and trade and swap or what have you. People would spend money for that to have that at the table. Now, that's a specific example, but you could obviously go further and make things like a dagger of venom and a flame tongue longsword or whatever you want to do. I think this is a step in the right direction, what we're seeing here with these clothing options. But I'm curious, would you be interested to see, because potentially this could lead to more iconic clothing appearances as well, right? We have certain cloaks and belts and things that are iconic to the world of Dungeons and Dragons. We have iconic art for them. It would be interesting to see those, like a Cloak of the Night right there, Cloak of the Bat, or whatever it is, Mantle of Spell Resistance, be an option that I could just buy off of this website, and now I have it, and it's a thing I could actually wear. I could, use it as part of my my character build for when I play D&D. If I want to dress up, if I'm on a live stream and I want to dress up that way, or again, Halloween, everyday casual wear in the cooler weather. Why not the Renaissance Fair? I think this is interesting, but this is also falling victim to a lot of the things I feel like we see on more recent Wizards of the Coast stuff. And it's just like, where is the marketing? Like, again, the website said it was supposed to come out in the spring. I didn't even hear about it till last week or a couple days ago. And we're already in the summer, so they missed their launch window. But also, I can go to the Bergschneider website and buy it right now. Like, it's an option for me to buy. And I'm curious, would you guys be interested to see more on this? Because, like, part of me is contemplating, like, maybe, like, buying something like the bracers or something small just to see what it's like, to get an idea, to check it out a little bit further. And I'm curious. The pricing, the bracers are cheap. They're $30. Maybe I buy a pair and just be like, well, what do we think? Do we like them? Do we not like them? Stuff like that. I don't know. And like I said, it's available to purchase right now, but there's like no communication out there about it, and the official website that's tied to the joint effort shows nothing. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I'll see you all next time.